And I believe if you don't define your digital presence, someone else will. To finally kick off this channel properly, I want to tell you how I got here. How I ended up sitting in this room, staring at that lens, and deciding to show up. My name's Amit, and for the last decade or so, I've lived a bit of a double life. On one hand, I worked across a bunch of different roles: tech, media, corporate, family, responsibility. But underneath all that, I've always been a storyteller, not a filmmaker in the textbook sense, not a full-time YouTuber, but someone obsessed with understanding people, systems, stories, and how we make sense of our place in the world. And YouTube wasn't even part of the plan. Actually, I've avoided it for the longest time. And for people like me who grew up before the creator economy, we even used to call YouTube as a chaotic place filled with cat videos, vlogs, and very fast-paced noise. But slowly, quietly, things changed. I actually started watching creators who were not chasing virality. They were just sharing their skills, their process, their sort of worldview. And something clicked. This platform, this weird digital world, is now one of the most powerful spaces for creators, thinkers, and entrepreneurs. It's no longer about fame. It's about presence. And I believe if you don't define your digital presence, someone else will. I've been reflecting a lot lately. I would say especially in the last year or so. With industry shrinking, traditional jobs getting unstable, and worst of all, AI taking over a lot of things, including the creative industry. It's actually flipping the entire creative industry upside down. And hence, I realized the world isn't slowing down. So, neither can I. And I've always believed in adapting, and I had to do that more in the last 12 months than ever before. So, here I am, starting this new chapter on Be a Creator. Not as someone who got it all figured out, but someone who's just walking the path. Perhaps just like you. Well, I've spent years studying human behavior, creativity, attention, storytelling. Not from classroom, but by sort of living it. I've built projects, raised a family, and now building this space, this channel. It is my lab, where I'll talk about how to create with depth, not just trends. How to build a honest digital presence. How to fight perfection. I'm still struggling with that bit. Sometimes I'm trying to reach to the most highest level I know, and sometimes I just let the sort of subpar stuff pass by into the YouTube world. And most importantly, how to stay human in this hyper digital world. And let me be real with you. Putting myself out there wasn't easy. And for the longest time, I resisted this whole personal brand thing. It felt borderline fake, forced. But here's what I've come to realize. Your personal brand isn't about marketing. It's about showing up as you are. For your audience, your family, your clients, and most importantly, for yourself. So, if you're someone who's been thinking about starting, about creating, about putting your ideas out there, but you've been stuck in your head thinking, who am I to do this? Well, you're not alone. I have been there. But this channel, this experiment is my answer to that voice. So, welcome to Be a Creator. If you're someone who wants to show up online with clarity, creativity, and confidence, not just for the likes, but your legacy, then you're in the right place. I'll be here every week sharing the behind the scenes, the mindset shifts, the new tools, the mistakes, and hopefully the growth. If you made it this far, thank you. And I'll see you in the next one.